Hello, guys. Welcome. See Wendy, hello, and Elaine. You made it, Elaine. That's awesome. Phyllis, Angela, hello. The Coffee Life, welcome. Happy Sunday. Love it. Rita, hello. And Phyllis, let's see. And we have Heather. Glad I got the notification. I completely lost track of time. I love notifications for that. This is where being subscribed usually pays off. Okay, guys. So how's everyone doing this Sunday? I am not as organized as I want to be. Usually I kind of go through quickly and take a look at my plan just to see where I was on Saturday. I guess I kind of looked, but not like I normally do. So I'm doing this a little bit on the what would be the words, hit or miss side. I need my little 2 supplementals here, and I will need my, let's see here, I will need the actual plan up here of the last, so like that, and hold the page open. Okay, let's see, Elaine, I made it. Yes, love it. Okay, guys, we're gonna dive right on in. I've been reading productivity books all week. I'm reading 12-Week Year, both the regular one and the writing one. Well, I didn't actually touch the writing one much this week. I've been going back to the regular one. Hey Alexandra! I've been reading, I'm gonna mess up the title. Hold on, let me bring it up. An interesting book on time management. But it's not really about time management. Let's see, I'll find this one. Hold on, guys. It is called, oops. Okay, hold on. Now go back where you were. Stay on the screen I asked for. It's called Mind Management, Not Time Management, by David. Can I get the screen to show this? Kadavi. David Kadavi. Can I get back there somehow if I do this? So Mind Management, Not Time Management. It's really interesting, guys. And as you guys know from yesterday, the other one I picked up was Reclaim Your Author Career, which is using Enneagram to figure out your type and make better decisions about your writing career based on your personality. Just put it here. Here. You're fine, Caitlin. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And the other one, let's see, do I have another one I was starting? No, that's it for now. So those are a few ideas for you guys. Let's see, Rachel. Hey everyone, for once I finally feel rested and ready to start the new year. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Same, I've also been watching productivity videos. Awesome. Yeah, I've been watching those too. Elaine, I did know there was a 12-week year. Oh, I didn't know there was a 12-week year for a writer's book. That sounds great. It does. It is very good so far. Although I find in terms of the structure for doing the actual system might be slightly better in the regular book, but just a little bit. If you're going to only buy one, I'd say buy the writer one. Let's see. Phyllis, yes, Elaine, agreed. Elaine, what was the name author of that Enneagram one again? Claire someone. Was that Claire Taylor? Claire Taylor. And that's also quite interesting so far. I just started, so I can't, I probably shouldn't even be talking about it yet, but so far I'm loving what I'm reading. So, getting pre-excited. Wendy, hi Elaine. Okay guys, Heather, if anyone was trying to get the books, The 12-Week Year, Mind Management, Not Time Management, including your writing career. Yes. They're awesome. And they make you think in terms of time a little differently. And your personality and doing things that are going to work for you versus what's going to work for what we're told it has to work or is the way to do it, which is doesn't always sit well. And then you kind of think, well, hold on a second, is it me? And you find out it is you, but not because of anything that you're doing. It's that your personality type doesn't gel with that kind of thinking. Okay, guys, let's dive on in with our first panel. Weekly review. But before we go into our actual notebooks and planner, how do you think you did last week? I think that it was a much better week. Definitely a much better week in writing. My planning, I'm still not quite done my Q1 planning, but that's because I'm doing I kind of already know the tasks related, and I'm thinking more in terms of the structuring it, the goals in my mind, so that they resonate with me on a deeper level. Because again, it's coming down to that. How do I put this? It's coming down to what feels right and what I'm fighting against. And often it is a lot of things that are industry standards that are expected of us that don't necessarily sit well with us, right? So this will sound strange to say, but money has never been a motivator for me, ever. It didn't matter how much I had, how little I had, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fulfill me. I mean, I like money to pay for things, but as an end goal, it's never going to carry me across the finish line. It's not where my heart is at. So I kind of, all those money goals and stuff that I was setting were just it's not what I'm about. So it kind of, I was using that wording, but it wasn't working for me. It wasn't doing anything for me in terms of motivating me to work harder. Let's see, Rita, pretty good for me. Finished up a few notebooks with planning. I only worked on Maple River this week. That's still good. No new chapters, but other related stuff, so that was good for me. Even baked cookies. I hope they were delicious. Phyllis, it went well. I got a lot of writing done. I completed my writer's notebook and started to prep for my memoir workshop next week. Day job wise, there were some distractions, but I stayed on track. Sweet. Lane, I had a huge week, but I wanted a big one out of the gate. Wrote 16,000 on a new project. Whoo! Very good. And started structural edits on the nano novel on pre-order for February. Loving it. That is awesome. Congrats, Elaine. That is so cool. Let's see, Phyllis, passion over money for me as well. Yeah. It's we're told in our society, money, but never. Rachel, not my best week. I didn't do as much writing as I hoped, but I did complete an assignment. I've been procrastinating for a while. Biggest distraction, Kindle. Oh, well. Heather, in December, I decided I needed a rest since I missed last week's planning. Reset starts this week. Beautiful. Yeah, I lost... I planned to take a week off. I don't know how it turned into 2 weeks. Slippery slope, right? Let's see, Elaine, money is not a motivator for me either, and I really wish it was, if only because it's easier to track as a success metric. Yes, so true. But when it doesn't have, you kind of have to have financial targets, but I think you need to have more, most of us need to have more meaningful ones than that as well. Phyllis, I find financial target versus goals work for me. Yeah. Rita, to Phyllis, love writer's notebooks. I have one for one of my series. I'm in the process of starting a new one in smaller binders. I think A5. Ooh, love A5. Elaine, to Rita, cookies. That is a great accomplishment. I love it. Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and we're going to do our weekly review, our successes, our challenges, our biggest distractions, our best fixes, and what needs to be carried forward. This is my first week where I get to have my week laid out, my nicely master plan that I used. And in a separate notebook, I get to have my plan that I had, and I get to have them both open simultaneously instead of flipping between pages, which I'm liking. And okay, so give yourself a star if it's a success. If it is a challenge, give yourself a question mark, because I want you to think about what it is. What do you think happened that allowed it to that allowed the distraction or allowed the challenge to take place? Put the why behind it. Your biggest distractions, make again question mark. How did they happen? Is it that you need a closed door policy? Do you was it on you that you were more tired, more distracted because you were tired? What else? Like I said, the best fixes as well. Give those stars, underline them, highlight them, whatever works. When you learn a strategy that works for you, put it down. I feel like we should have a separate page in our planners to list out our best fixes. That way, the next time we get distracted, we can flip to it and find a strategy there for ourselves. Let's see. Coffee Life, I completed a short story, 5K words last week, and may submit it for an anthology. Before that, I was outlining a novel, so it felt good to get lost drafting. It just flowed out of me. I love that. That's a beautiful feeling. Elaine, yeah, it's harder to track passion, personal fulfillment. Oh, yeah. Rita, the kids and I used to bake all the time. Lately, not so much. It's weird just baking for hubby and I, and now they bake at their own homes. Yes. Tell them to bring over some for mommy and daddy. That way you don't have to have dozens and dozens of cookies. You can just have a dozen that were brought over to you, and you get to have all the yummy and none of the work. Rachel, this week I found out that people outside my friends are invested in my story ideas, so that's being good for fulfilling my creative writing well. Oh, I love to hear that. Well, that's great conversation, thought-provoking. Elaine, that's great. Rachel, definitely. The Coffee Life, I bought a B6 planner, and I'm loving it with my Hobonichi A6 and Weeks. Nice, very nice stack of planners there. Phyllis, best fixes, say no, set boundaries. Perfect. Okay, guys, on that note, let's set our 2-minute timer. And star and question and underline and slash and all the things for our weekly review. And go, guys. one of my goals for Q1 is to sleep better. And that is the only one that I realized I did not track all week. But thankfully, I have a Fitbit, so I can go back and review that one. Whoops. Rachel, thanks. You can find the comment on YouTube. Sweet. Rachel, Ellie, hello. Ellie, I want to paint, but I was up till 4 a.m. painting. Now I'm cross-eyed with a migraine. Oh no! Nap, then paint. There you go. Rachel, the fact you can stay up to 4 a.m. is mind-boggling. I can still kind of do it. It's not the best choice for me, but I can do it. Rachel, what I do is sleep at 8 p.m. wake up at 2 a.m. Sounds true. Heather, not talking about last week. Didn't use my planner. Don't have a clue what I did. Love the idea of starting a page of things that work for keeping on task, motivated. I think I have a page I can use. Oh, that's awesome. Angela, I used to do that, Rachel. Then I started taking sleep. Oh, I need to look into that. Me and 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. know each other a little too well. Ellie, I have a nasty chest cough. That's keeping me awake. No choice. Definitely get your naps in then. Let your body recover as much as you can. Read a recap, finish the notebook and planning, juggling, and setting up. I want to divide my weeks for all my story projects. So far, Maple River for this week, text for library program on Thursday. Ooh, love that. Rachel to Angela, rolling on let's see, Phyllis Elaine, nice job. I agree with you. I carried over some household tasks till next week, and that's perfectly fine. Rita challenges hubby has been home more this week, so there was a shift in my schedule, like more TV time, meal time. At least I woke up still early this week. Hey, that's okay. Interruptions happen. Sometimes we cannot control them, but you still got stuff done, so you're good. Rachel, Angela, I'll consider it. Angela, I'll get up at 3 a.m., then back to bed by 7, 8 a.m. Really made for rough days. Yes, definitely. Okay, guys. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of our scheduling here. And let me grab a new page. So this is going to be for the 9th to the... What is the week we're doing here? 9th to the 15th. And this is week 2. Let's get interesting. Okay, guys, we're going to go on to our next panel. Avoiding what, why, does it still matter? Make it priority number 1 and free yourself of it. It has been a while since I've done this strategy myself. Mostly because of the holidays and stuff. I was not using my planner quite as effectively as I could have or should have. But I was on, to quote friends, we were on a break. And I kind of wanted the freedom to just relax a little and take a break and just kick back and do some things spontaneously and just let them happen. See, Angela, it's non-habit forming unless you count not taking it and you're back to old schedule. Interesting. Phyllis, one of my priorities for Q1 is health wellness, including mindfulness, sleep, eating healthy, and movement. Also keeping up with dental doctor's appointments. Sweet. I think a lot of us have a health component to our goals. I don't know if it's because we eat so naughty and we misbehave so much during the Christmas holidays with the things that we eat and the things that we do and the lack of movement that we suddenly feel very inspired to do something a little more healthy for ourselves. See, Elaine, thanks, Phyllis. Yeah, sometimes stuff just has to get moved. Yes, it does. It does. That's life, guys. Angela, I still haven't printed out my HB90 Laugh Aloud or my social media planner, and it's still early in the year. So don't worry about that. It will come. You'll get it all figured out. I shouldn't say I haven't been working on it. I've just been working on it in the wrong. Oops. I'll throw them on the floor. That's fine. This little cheapish, I should say. It's still Cambridge, it's not that cheap. Notebook. I love to work in this thing because I can just pour my ideas out and I don't feel like anything has to be clean or tidy or organized or well thought out. I can just pour out my thoughts and nothing has to look good on the page. So I love this little thing, but I put more of my pre-planning stuff in here than I have where I wanted to go, and that's the direction I want to take. Is it ends up in the book that it belongs in, whether it be the weekly, my pre-planning little mini notebook, or the planner itself. I just want to try to get away from being so settled inside of this cheapy one. Let's see. Phyllis, I ate regular healthy meals during the holidays. I didn't. I even ate vegan holiday meals. Oh, that's very cool. Rachel, I wouldn't say I'm avoiding self-care, but I'm wanting to test out activities to fill up my well so that I'm not constantly feeling lethargic and can have more energy to do the things that matter to me. Oh, love that. Angela, oh, I'm not. I focused on finishing projects, hoping to wind one up today. My husband bought me a jetted foot spot for Christmas. Determined to put my tootsies in that during sprints later. Oh, love that. Good hubby. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. Let's get into our plan and figure out what that is that we've been avoiding and get it right onto our calendars, into our plan, make it priority number 1 so we can be free of it and go. So let's see, what did you guys come up with here? Phyllis, avoiding my new calendar. It is daily, weekly, and my old one is weekly, quarterly. I think I'm going to stick with it. Oh, interesting. That is quite the shift. What are your strategies to create a connection with it, to get yourself really comfortable with it? Let's see. Phyllis to Angela, I love it. Yes. Angela, after 38 years, he knows me well. I love it. Heather, I've made some progress, but still divorced. You will get there. You will get there. It's an emotional thing, so it's harder to do, and it's going to take step by step. But be strong, and you will get there. Rita, declutter, especially the kitchen cupboards and the upstairs stuff. Perhaps personal journaling, like emotions, fears, thoughts, me, words on the paper for that sort of writing. Yes. Elaine, avoiding iterating ads, which I really need to do. I'm only avoiding it because I wanted to focus on writing last week, and it'll take a chunk of time to write new copy for ads, but they are important. Yes, they are. And that comes back to that money element that doesn't fulfill us. So, can you put a passion twist on that to make it more motivating for you? Is that possible? Phyllis, one thing I was avoiding was unpacking and sorting some family photos. I tackled that this weekend. Well done. Awesome. Elaine to Heather. Red Heart. Hopefully that can be settled for you soon. Yes. 2023, you will be free of it, and you will begin to do the things that work for you once that is done. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to our next panel. Long range plans. So what do you have that's new for Q1? Is there any prep or research you want to do for Q2? Anything that you need to remove or delay? Something has happened that is going to make it that is not going to work in your plan. I'm taking a note from Phyllis and heavily defining my goals this time. To a point that I'm hoping I'm not overdoing it. I love your structure, Phyllis. So I'm trying to take a note of making sure that everything has I showed up and got stuff done. I really showed up with everything I needed and impressed myself a little bit to the wow factor, which is really what I want to see, is seeing the ones where I break out and really get into the next level of what I want to get done. Any new opportunities that have presented themselves, and how do they impact future plans? Hey Tara, welcome. Good afternoon. Elaine, I do like experimenting, so I'll try to remind myself that it's a new experiment. Loving that. Tara, there's no such thing as over-clarifying goals. I know, just sometimes it feels like it. I feel like because I'm looking at a naked Kanban board right now, and it's making me feel a little guilty because I want to have it all up. I already have my Post-its chosen for the new quarter. I'm loving these colors, guys. They're super sticky, so they should stay up there really well, which is part of what I'm excited about. The other ones stayed up okay, but they didn't like me moving them too much. Let's see. Hey, Lori. Okay, hello. Okay, how late am I? We have done weekly review, avoiding, and we're starting long range goals. So you're not too far behind. Tara, kudos to you. Phyllis, I bought the new planner thinking I needed a new one for 2023. However, the one I am using is fine. That's your kind words. Good. Let's see. Angela, good job. Yeah, we do have the allure of wanting the new, right? And it's just human nature. We want the new and shiny. I'm personally, there was a few things that were bugging me because, like I said, I tried doing the B6 and gluing things in. I should know that wasn't going to go well with my personality. The paper is also, it wasn't like I was gluing onto regular paper. I'm using Tomo River paper and then gluing printer paper onto it. It's just not going to work, guys. Angela, good job. Plus Tara, Let's see, Tara, new stickies. Love the colors. Yes, I saw them and I'm like, I love those guys. I love the purple. I'm not gonna lie. Purple, turquoise, all over both colors. I know, pretty, yes. Lori, can you explain how this works? I don't think I've attended a plan with me before. Lori, we go through step by step and we just break down our plan. We start with a weekly review to check in to see how we did. We did do an emotional review, and then we actually go to paper and give ourselves stars and question marks and underline and slash and just kind of, and then also, you know, the carry forwards that we push, anything that needs to be pushed forward, we still have to tackle. Then we do the question of what are we avoiding, because usually there's something that we've been avoiding that if we simply got it done, it would be off of our plate. And then we move on to our long range plans and incorporating what's new for Q1, any prep or research that we want to consider for Q2, anything that needs to be removed or delayed. I mean, yes, we make a plan, but sometimes life has other plans for us. So we allow ourselves the ability to say, hold on a second, this I'm not going to have time for, so I'm going to have to delay that to Q2. And then finally, any new opportunities that show up, so we can consider it against what we currently have planned. And overall, just looking at how things impact our future. So this one, we're going to dive in for our long range plans and start populating our planner with the newer things that we know that we are bringing forward. And we always have some things that we keep going with, so we kind of balance them out. Okay guys, 2-minute timer and go. Okay, how'd you guys come up here? How'd you guys do? Let's see. Tara, I haven't attended one either, and I'm a bit confused about that. Well, I hope that helped. If not, you can go back and do the review after and see. Generally speaking, we're pretty structured just to take a look at what we've done and then kind of check in with ourselves. We're basically checking in with ourselves as we're structuring things. We're trying to take a look at what we did to see what we can do better at and to see what still matters to us. Let's see. Phyllis, I love Plan With Me, life-changing. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Heather, 3 things, long range, Q1 and Q2, divorce, getting the house ready to sell, developmental edits on Camp Nano story from last year. Perfect. Rita, new, playing around with Notion. I want to use it for my Kanban board without all the stickies. 2-week writing coach workshop with SA Crow. That sounds amazing. Free thanks to her group and virtual writing retreat. 1 of 2. Ooh, awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. Elaine, longer range. I'm aiming for 6 books published this year. So I have to be pretty hardcore about getting my words in daily. Also working through my new editing course to help accelerate my pace. Oh, love that. Rita 202 and spa night at the library this week. I am leading bath salts and sugar scrubs with about 14 ladies the same night as story time. Oh, interesting. That sounds amazingly fun. Okay, you'll have to tell us how that goes. Let's see, Phyllis, this is my favorite panel. Love long range planning. Also, remove and delay is my favorite. Every week I remove something. I am gaining more balance in my life and commitments. Love it, Phyllis. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on to our next panel. Projects. This one's usually the easy one because we kind of know what we want to work on. It's just what piece of it that we want to work on. So projects, active, current, new, next steps, and tasks. Those natural ones that kind of, you can't publish the book unless you've written it, right? That kind of stuff. Good, better, best goals. So you can give yourself a kind of lowish goal, ensuring success. Kind of medium goal that is a little bit of a push, but if you make it, awesome. And then the over the moon one. I love those. Measured increments. So just breaking it down and taking, instead of saying that you're going to write chapter 1 and chapter 2. Those are your measured increments. Problems, delays, anything that you are, maybe you're waiting on someone to give you something before you can proceed. Maybe you're waiting on a course to start, a notebook to arrive, something like that. That's what that is about. Any deadlines that you have set for yourself or others have set for you, and are your projects serving your bigger goals? Okay, guys, let's nestle into our writing plan page and just populate it with all the things that we want to get done this week. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer and go. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Tara. Rachel, this week I want to catch up on my NaNoWriMo goals. Love that. And write 10K words at the end of the week. You've got this. You've got this. 10K, that's a nice solid goal. I like that. I am realizing that my secondary goal requires research. So I am going to try to put down, I don't have any listed, but I'm going to try to put down 3 videos that I want to watch this week to ensure that I'm building that skill set. If I define them, hopefully I will watch them. Plus, if I already go and search them out and start playing them, they'll be under my YouTube history list, and that way they'll be easier to find. I'm going to do that. Let's see, Rita, this week I will only be focused on Nexus book, chapter summaries, and write 2 new chapters. I can't work on Maple River this week. It's going in my new tote bag I got for Xmas. Nice. Let's see here. Rita posts the next chapter on Wattpad of my Lear book. Ooh, I love that. How many chapters do you have up so far, Rita? Let's see. Phyllis, good. Complete my memoir workshop with a plan. Better have a plan in place for moving forward with my manuscript. Beautiful. Best. Start working on it and possibly work with a writing coach mentor. Oh, loving that. I am all over the structure you use. I love it. Heather, divorce, child plan, and financial plans to lawyer. House, bathroom set for sale. Story 1 hour per day. Development ads. Beautiful structure. Love that. Elaine, projects, edit nano novel. Continue writing new book, aiming for 14K words on new book and story level developmental edits on old book done this week. Yep, these projects definitely serve my goals. Oh, they do. Love that. That is gorgeous. See, Lori, this week I need to write at least 4 chapters, 10K words. Update my outline is a goal. I also need to update my website and offer a lead magnet. Nice, beautiful, love it. I love how specific these are. Rita, I have 10 posted and I think 7 more. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Rita. I know you've been dying to do that for so long. All right, guys. Phyllis Tulane, well done. Yes, definitely. Okay, guys, we're going to dive into our next panel. This is all the nitty gritty, all the things that keep us fed, clean, organized, and moving forward. So this is our smaller tasks, all the chores and errands that you need to do. I put shopping on here. I put anything to do with our Frodo Baggins on here, anything he needs done, anything the kids have scheduled for this week, so I'm aware of them somewhere in my planner, and I don't go, oh, surprise, oh, you guys have to go somewhere else. Oops. So any of those things. Meal planning, I'm still trying to learn that one because I am the kind of person who can take meat out of a freezer and as I'm cooking it, change my mind 4 times as to what I'm making. So meal planning is a challenge for me. I am not very good at it because I am a very spontaneous cook in terms of that. So I want to learn and I want to do better because then I would be able to associate my grocery shopping with that as well and just be more organized. I am getting better. At least I can now say, okay, I want to make blah, blah, blah this week. And I usually have a couple things, so I'm getting there. Any admin tasks that you need to handle, any banking or bill due dates that you need to actually put together to ensure that things are getting paid, especially if for some reason they have to be, you have to actually go to the bank or something to pay them. Most of us, face it, we do things online these days, but still, we don't want to miss them. We don't want to let them be late. We don't want to have those bad interest charges or fees thrown at us. Self-care and planning, put them in there, schedule them into your plan. That way you're more likely to get them done. I put my daily planning for first thing in the morning. I'm going to tweak that slightly. I'm going to start trying to do writing first thing in the morning. And then I will go back to doing the planning and all the other things after that. I want to get an hour in a writing each morning before I do anything else. Sprints you want to attend, put them on your calendar. That way you know when they're happening and you don't think about them an hour in, right? And can you batch together smaller tasks to ensure that they are getting done? If you have 5 5-minute tasks, if you treat them as individual tasks, they may or may not happen. if you put them together in one batch that they all sort of fit together, and put one Pomodoro to work, you will have all 5 done and they will be off your plate. Let's see, Rachel, take more power naps, creating consistent cleaning schedule, attend Melissa's and Jenna's sprints this week. Oh, beautiful. Rachel and Tracy's. I love it. Phyllis, let's see. Yes, me too. Meal planning is a challenge for me as well. I'm going to start ordering online and picking up my groceries. Oh, love that. I find that it helps me to plan my meals ahead of time. Oh, I never thought of that as a strategy. That is excellent, Phyllis. I will be taking note of that. Rita, another problem that hubby's home more. Lunch today, he wanted hamburgers. That was for supper, so now I have to pick something else for potato chunks in the oven. Yes, definitely. Phyllis, good plan. I do morning pages every morning. I usually look at my planner midday or so. Beautiful. And Elizabeth, hello. Hey, Elizabeth, how's it going? Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and let's populate our planners with all of our smaller tasks. Elizabeth, my biggest obstacle this week has been my sinus infection and now my ear pain. I'm cooking food, and that's good. You're still going, and I hear you on the ear infections. They suck. They really do. But be strong. Go see your doctor. You've probably passed the point where you can fight it yourself, and you might need something. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's dive into our smaller tasks and just throw them into whichever goal they fit into. I often find this category fits into my other. It's kind of the life stuff that kind of keeps things going. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer and go. Did you guys come up with? Lorraine, my husband and I split the chores, but now that's retired, he does most of the housework and the cooking. Nice. And very sweet of him, and probably keeps him busy and gives him something to do as well. Elizabeth, I want to get into drafting if I can this week, but I still have plenty to do, so I'll see how much I can get done this week. I am plotting and writing because I've got some things that I know I want, and I have some things that I'm still deciding upon. So I've decided that I'm going to balance and do both as needed, and that way I can I'm free to get the ideas out that are fully formed and then explore as well, because I know even as I write it, I'm going to change that outline a bit. So I'm trying not to have it as tight as an outline, I think is what I'm saying. Heather, pay trash bill, plan meals, 3 sets of sprints, self-care, assuming 16 is better, lunch Monday with one friend and dinner with another. Oh, that sounds like an amazing week. I love that. Elizabeth, detailed planning takes more time than I thought it would. If I'm not able to just draft this week, it will definitely happen next week. Beautiful. I need to clean my bedroom. But don't push too hard because you're not feeling that great. So do it in sprints so you don't fully burn yourself out. Elaine, we meal planned last night. Just need to do the grocery order, admin as usual. Oh, and go buy birthday presents for people who inconveniently have January birthdays. I love it. Yes, how dare they gotta have them in February, right? Yes. Rita, the normal stuff, but I need to remember to vacuum this week and clean some of my emails. So I really, my emails, do I really need to keep them? Too many newsletters, I think. Oh, that, yep. Tarot cards and read daily and not just at bed. Yes, I'm trying to get a more of a daily afternoon habit going. And we've been doing better. That's good. It's getting there. Phyllis, will we continue having Plan with me at this date and time? I think next week. I have it on Sunday, but we have Saturday as well if we want it. Do you guys prefer Saturday or Sunday? Let me know. It would still be in the 3 p.m. Eastern time slot, so let me know. So far, it's been the best time slot for it. I'm not sure if... although Double Down Day and Virtual Retreats still messes it up. So... I don't know. I should try to find something that's more consistent and be our permanent home. Let me ponder on that. But for this week, Saturday or Sunday, guys. Angela, find the house before hubby gets home on Thursday. Yes. So let's just update my Google Calendar with all of my smaller tasks. Change the dates for my meal planning. I had it in the middle of the week and moved it to the weekend. Nice. Elizabeth, I also plan to do some reading. I haven't been reading lately, and even a small amount of reading will make me happy. Yeah, and let's just start with a little bit. Phyllis, I like the batching idea. I love the batching idea. That is a game changer, that one. Lori, errands, bank on Friday, and grocery shopping on Sunday. Meal planning done this morning. Banking we'll do on Friday. No bills due this week. Self-care, watch a movie, admin, update my website. Love it. Beautiful, Lori. Elizabeth, Sunday is better for me. Phyllis, Sunday. Lori, 3 p.m. Either day works for me so far. Cool. Angela, Sunday for me. Typically my self-care planner day. Love that. Phyllis, next week I am in a weekend intensive and won't be able to attend, but we'll watch the replay. Well, I hope it is an amazing experience, and I hope you learn from it, you grow from it, and you come back and share some details with us. Elaine, Saturday would be better for me, but pretty face. What else? Yes, because that is your Sunday, so I get that. I hear you. Elizabeth, during the virtual retreat, we should do the planning on Sunday. I was thinking Friday. No, that still doesn't work, because Friday we have the we do 3 days. I'm gonna have to figure that one out, guys. I'm not sure where we're gonna squeeze it in, but we will make room for it. We will make it happen. Angels, starting my studio. I have stuff all over the house. Laugh out loud. It's got to go somewhere when you're cleaning up the studio, right? Elizabeth, I'll do the plotting in sprints. I don't know how many sprints, but I'll play it by ear at that. Perfect. Either day works for me. Okay, well, we'll stick with Sunday then, guys. Okay, let's go into our important dates. We always do a 2-week view, so we want to go from the 9th to the... What date are we on here? The 9th to the 22nd. And just take a look and see what is coming at us. Any events or birthdays, any appointments or commitments, what your deadlines are that are coming up in the next 2 weeks. Note travel time and any prep or action that is needed. That could be sending a birthday card. That could be putting something, that could be reading something in preparation. We have SGM coming up, and I'm counsel, so I know we're going to be having far more back and forth going on as we prepare for that, and things like that. So let's do our 2-minute timer, and let's look at our calendar. I'm going to pull my Google Docs up, and I'm going to pull up my January calendar page, which I think is still a little bit naked, but we're going to start adding more to it. It's better than it has been previously. Let's take you and put you here, there. I'm going to use my stone to keep that open. No, stay there. There. Okay, guys. 2-minute timer and go. No. Okay. So we do have a bit of the virtual writing retreat up on the calendar. So Friday is not well defined yet, but it looks like both Saturday and Sunday are already fully figured out. So working within that, we could still run with our 3 p.m. and just either do it on the Saturday or Sunday. It's an option, so we do have that there. All right, let's see. Oh no. Well, I hope they call you soon, Elizabeth. Oh. Yes, make that a priority number 1 for that phone call. Phyllis, have some dental work planned. Just added travel time and also adding some downtime for healing and rest. Beautiful. Elizabeth, I might buy some eardrops at CVS later. Actually, I will. Good plan. Allie, I had an emergency lice on my sweater in my hair. Yuck. Too many years of that one. You have a school-age child, don't you? Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Rachel, my mom's birthday on January 24th, dentist on the 28th. Nice. Heather, next 2 weeks are clear. Beautiful. Elizabeth, Ellie, I had lice once and it wasn't fun. I recommend getting lice soap at the store. Yes. Let's see. We've had them for... Oh no! The B words at her school won't treat their kids. Oh no! Oh, that is awful. There's no reason for that. Oh. I might take it up with the principal. Possibly. I don't know if there's anything can be done, but I would talk to the principal. That's not cool. Phyllis, could we do earlier in the day or Saturday or Sunday? Probably going to be around the same time, I think, because I don't want to step on Angela's. And I want to be able to leave our writing sprints to be what they need to be. So I don't want to try to slide it right underneath that. So I think we might keep around the 3 p.m. because I think that should work well. Rita, daughter's birthday on Wednesday. Call her. 12 to 2 library programs on the same day, 13 to 15. Writers workshop on all the wings for writers. Discord with S.A. Crow. Beautiful. Liz Belly, yes. Anguish face, yes, that works. Lori, birthdays. My mom and my granddaughter celebrate on the 22nd. Appointments, daughters, IEP meeting on the 12th, and housing meeting on 19th. Event, grandson's hockey game, sweet. Prep for housing inspection on 18th. Is there anything you need to prep for the IEP for your daughter's education plan? So they often had questions and stuff for us with ours, so anything you plan to prep for that? Let's see, Ellie, I'm about to homeschool my kid to get rid of lice. Yes, yes, yes. Get rid of them, yes. Heather to Ellie, my daughter had it and I actually found soap that once it got rid of it, it's supposed to keep you from getting it. You might want to look into it. Oh, give us the name. That sounds awesome. Okay, guys. And let's do our next one, which is there anything that you want to get ahead of to create a buffer? This can be a small buffer so that you can leave yourself a little bit of room for any sick days or mental health days. This could be a larger buffer, so that for like a vacation or for surgery or dental work or anything like that, where you want to be able to give yourself the freedom of multiple days, a week or two, and how you're going to structure that. And get those self-care breaks in there. When we get ahead, we can allow ourselves those windows of time when we need downtime. Laurie, great reminder for the prep for IEP. Thanks. You're welcome. As a fellow mom of a special needs individual, yes. I know. Let's see, Heather, it was 10 years ago. I don't remember the name. If you are in the US, I found it at Walmart. Ellie's, you're in the UK though, right? I wonder. Maybe check the US website for Walmart. And then maybe you can see if they have a comparable product in the UK. That might work. Okay, guys, so let's put a 2-minute timer on and figure out where we want to get ahead. What kind of buffers we want to create, what level of buffer we want to create, and go. Okay. I have to get back to that one. That one's harder for me to write out. Let's see. Elizabeth, I want to do what I can. Detailed plotting while I'm sick and in pain. I won't push too hard, but I'll do something. Yeah, do something, but don't overdo. Heather, not working towards a buffer. I think that would stretch me too thin this week. And that's fine. Elaine, trying to get that buffer in place with faster drafting and editing in Q1. We'll see how it goes. I have enforced fun time this week for a birthday thing with a friend. Ooh, I love that. Phyllis, planning some time off this week so that I can focus on my writing and also for dental appointments and self-care. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we are coming into the final stretch. Reality check. Can you successfully manage to do everything you've chosen with the time you have? What should you delay? And protect yourself from burnout. Go through your plan. It doesn't. You don't necessarily have to cut something. You can reduce the amount you're going to do. So if it's a project that's still you're passionate about, you can still work on it, but don't burn yourself out. Let's see. Hilary, I think I could have a buffer day each week, such as Sundays, if I plan my tasks better during the week. Plus, I always feel guilty if I take time for myself. I really want to use Sunday as a me day. Oh, I love how that's beautiful. Lori, that's beautiful. Definitely. I've been thinking the same thing. I kind of want a day where it can hopefully be a me day, but if it isn't the me, at least part me day, and also maybe like a buffer day, where I can use it to kind of get things sort of done if I haven't gotten there. Rita, more self-care this week since I need to get back to accounting for hubby's business. It's always stressful. And again, if something is super stressful, where's your self-care going to come in to balance that out, right? Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and go through, reduce, cut if you have to, delay, make it for next week, whatever you need to do to ensure that you're protecting yourself from burnout, and go. Phyllis, reality check. Okay, I officially like this section the best. Laugh out loud. Elizabeth, I can do what I have select to do this week. Heather, can I? Yes, I will I? That's the real question. do what you can and keep your planner open and where you can see it, so that way you're checking in with it and making everything get done. And use your sprints, guys. I have a 25-minute timer I set on this guy, and if I'm really struggling to focus, I just turn it on and I make myself do a sprint of whatever it is. Phyllis, I am finding that I am not taking a lunch break during the day and working through lunch. I will schedule my lunch and stick with it going forward. And that's beautiful self-care. I love that. Elaine, for me this week, I want to make sure I get enough input via movies, reading, entertainment to help protect me from burnout. But my priorities are unfortunately ranked essential through vital this week. Yes. Well, reward system. Writing, read. Big chunk of writing, a movie, and balance it out. Elizabeth, slow and steady is better than fast for too long and burnout. Yes. Rita, only one day of accounting read after. I'm thinking Monday after Angela's morning sprint. Oh, a good time slot. Reading after those few hours. Tracing some floor plans could help with the stress too. Ooh, beautiful. I love the detail on that. Okay, guys. Finally, we are on our final panel. Next steps. Populate your planner. Create your master plan or ideal week. It will never be perfect, but if you set it down and give yourself some kind of structure for next week, you will be more likely to achieve what you need to achieve. Schedule your self-care at least 50%. You know me, guys. Create your Monday daily plan. Get at least some of the details down. That way you can hit the ground running tomorrow morning and just have an amazing day. And then finally, celebrate your successes, follow the plan, and build your dreams, guys. Lori, I know one reason I can't get things done is because I'm getting up too late, need to wake up earlier. I also need to manage my time and stop procrastinating. Yes. Change your sleeping time in smaller increments. Get up a half hour earlier. Do that for 2 weeks or so. Then make another half hour earlier, and that way you can gradually reset your clock and your internal alarms to wake up for you. Rita, I love the balancing between writing for 2 or 3 hours and then a TV program. I think that's awesome, right? Okay, guys, we are going to have a break of about 40 minutes, and then we'll be back together for our writing sprints. So I'll see you guys all at 5 p.m. Eastern to tackle our writing for the day. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next week, Sunday, for our next planning session. Bye, guys.